Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to RJ's for today's edition of Lunch with Monty Coleman. This past Saturday, the Golden Lions traveled to Normal, Alabama to take on Alabama A&M in the Lewis Cruz Classic, with the Bulldogs defeating the Golden Lions 28-9. This week, UAPB will travel to Little Rock, Arkansas to take on defending Southwestern Athletic Conference champions, the Alcorn State Braves, on Saturday, October 3rd at War Memorial Stadium in a 4 p.m. kick. Last week, Alcorn State defeated Concordia College 40-7 at Jack Spinks Stadium, Marino Castle Field in Alcorn State, Mississippi. At this time, we ask the players to introduce themselves to the media.
Wesley Hawthorne, wide receiver number 80.
Joshua Smith, number 43, defensive line.
All right, at this time, we have opening comments from the players. Talk a little bit about last week's contest and talk about playing Alcorn this week. Mr. Hawthorne.
Last week was definitely a winnable game. It really hurts my heart and the rest of the team. I know that we didn't come together and pull through and win the game. But we learned a lot. We're correcting a lot of mistakes that we had made. And so this week, Alcorn is going to be a very tough team, but I believe that it's not what they do, it's what we do. And so if we put the hard work into it and we work like we're supposed to, then we'll definitely come out with the win.
I agree with Hawthorne said as well. It was a winnable game. We just have to execute more, go out through the week, practice hard, and work hard. Like Coach say, the way you practice is the way you play at the end of the week. And next week, this coming week actually, with Alcorn, it's going to be a tough game as well. So we just have to prepare better this week and do the best we can, and we will win.
All right, we'll have opening comments about this week's opponent and last week's opponents from Top Dog himself, Monty Coleman.
Well, I'm starting to sound like a broke record these last couple of weeks, but I do want to thank RJ's for hosting this press conference. Last week was a winnable game. We started off just like we wanted to. The two things that we stress during the week and also the day of the game is to start fast and to finish. We did start fast. We jumped out to a 9-7 lead at halftime. Had a great play by Lawson to block a field goal going into halftime. So it was a great play. We had the momentum. We came back out and we were flat for whatever reason. And it's kind of been the Achilles heel for us this season. Third quarter has kind of hindered us from putting up points or stopping opposing teams in the third quarter. And this past game was no different. So we're gone back to the drawing boards to see what it's going to take for us to play better football in the third quarter. And we will come up with a solution to play better in the third quarter. We do have defending SWAC champs, the Alcorn Braves, coming to town. It's a Little Rock game, a 4 o'clock game. A lot of festivities involved with this game, but we will be focused. We will start our preparation on the field with the team today, and everything from here on out is about Alcorn. We've got 7 football games, and this is one of the things that I told the team yesterday in our team meeting. We've got 7 football games left, and the thing that we've got to do is not worry about what other teams are doing, but carry our torch and play hard for 60 minutes. Start fast like we've done the last few weeks, and play better the second half, and the ball could fall either way. So we're excited to play at War Memorial Stadium, and we're definitely excited to play against Alcorn. Hopefully they may come in, hopefully a little confident, and we can jump on these guys and hopefully put together a second half and defeat these boys. But I feel very confident in the team and the game plan that we're putting together against them, and should be a real good football game.
All right, and at this time, we'll open up for Q&A. Mr. Sullivan from the Pine Bluff Commercial.
Nick Sullivan, Pine Bluff Commercial. I say, going back to A&M game for just a minute, for those who weren't able to attend the game, obviously a lot of people are going to focus on that third quarter. But what were some of the positives that all three of you guys kind of saw out of that game?
All three? You asking all three of us? let you.
What was the question again?
What were some of the positives you were able to take away from that A&M game?
That when we're hitting on all cylinders, we're definitely on it. I mean, there's not a lot that we can't do when we're, like I said before, hitting on all cylinders. And so we just have to eliminate mistakes. There's been a lot of mistakes. We hurt ourselves more than the other team, just shutting us down. And so we eliminate those mental mistakes, those mental errors, then we're on it, and we'll be a dangerous football team.
I agree with what he said as well. We beat ourselves. It's like Coach said, it's not what they do, it's what we do. So if we can eliminate the mistakes throughout the week, we can be a great football team. We have the talent, we have great coaches. So, those are the positive things about.
Well, Nick, I have to agree with the players. Alabama A&M, as good as they are, and we knew there was going to be a hostile crowd being their homecoming. It wasn't really what they did. We turned the ball over too much. We gave up big plays. We had busted coverages in the secondary. So it was almost like we wasn't focused the second half. I mean, we played a pretty good first half. I mean, we go in at halftime the last 2 weeks against Texas Southern and against A&M, leading the ball game. But it's been the third quarter that's been the Achilles heel for us, or the quarter that we hadn't been able to overcome. And we will put emphasis on it. We're asking the players. Some players have said that the half times are too long. We need to go in, make our adjustments like we do, and then come on back out and let them start getting ready for the game. And that's what we'll try. We'll try that, and if that's the problem, then hopefully we can eliminate that part of it. But there was a lot of positives in this particular ball game. Leading, blocked field goals. There was a lot of positives that we can pull from it, and we will build on those positives.
All right, and looking forward to this week. Obviously, I think it's Thursday night. Got the big Legends and Legacies, I think,
Yes.
event up there. So for you personally, how excited are you for that event? Obviously, you got the game that you're really kind of focusing on. But for you to be able to, see some of the guys, I guess, that you played with and, all that stuff, how much are you looking forward to that?
I'm looking forward to it. It's a big event for us. It's an event we've been planning for a long time now, and I'm ready for it to come. It's going to be great to see Art Monk. It's going to be great to see Jackie Harris. Even though Jackie is a native of Pine Bluff, he's in town. He works here in town. He and our schedules don't match much, so we don't get a chance to get out and play golf like we used to. It'll be great to see him. And, of course, the third person is Anthony Jones, who I see on a daily basis because he's the coordinator. But the most important thing about the event this Thursday evening at the Clinton Presidential Library in Little Rock, is the proceeds are going to go to help our scholarship program. And working with the deficit in our scholarship program, we need all the help we can get. So I'm excited for that. I'm hoping that people, our fans, our alumni would buy tickets and come hang out with the Stars. You get autographs. We've got great auction items. I've got a Jay Novacek jersey. I've got an LC Greenwood jersey. We've got a Troy Aikman autographed helmet. Ron Armstead is sending an autographed ball along with autographed ball from the Saints. So we've got lots of auction items that's going to be there, and it's going to be a great evening of fun in preparation of us raising money for scholarships for football.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Tim Stubbs, KUAP 89.7 FM Sports and UAPB Television. Coach, speaking about this Thursday night's event coming up, you had a chance to play for one of the greatest coaches of all time, in Joe Gibbs.
Yes.
I was just thinking about this the other day, and I said I'm going to ask this at the next press conference. Now that you're a coach and going back to playing for a legendary coach like Joe Gibbs, what did you take away from him in your playing days with Coach Gibbs, and maybe some of the things that you use now as a coach, now that you're not a player and you're a coach? Can you talk about that a little bit?
You know, Coach Gibbs, he deserved all the honors that he's received over the years, both in NASCAR and definitely in the National Football League. I know for a fact he is a National Football League Hall of Famer as a coach. He brought a lot to the table as a coach, a lot of things that young coaches like myself around the league have probably Doug Williams and Anthony Jones, people that played for him, have used. Great man, great father, great family man, great husband. And the things that on the football field, the one thing that sticks out the most, and he used to say it, and I say it, Josh just quoted it a minute ago, and it's true. The way you practice generally is the way you play. He was a big stickler on practice. You know, you don't wait for the day of the test to get prepared for it. Practice is our preparation for the test, being in the off season or being the week of. And that was one of the things that he stressed a whole lot. You know, a lot of the meeting times and stuff that he would do, the chapel service, the meeting times. You know, I kind of designed my team off the field with some of those things. But the one thing that sticks out the most is the quote that he made about practice, which is 100% true, because we can build good habits or you can build bad habits in practice. And the thing that we want to do is want to build those good habits. So now when we play in the game is a lot easier. Actually, the game is easier than practice.
Coach, where is the mindset right now, maybe the team morale, dropping a couple of games that were very winnable? I know the heartbreaker against Texas Southern, and then playing very well for a half and really playing well for 3 quarters. It's just that dreaded third quarter that kind of snake bitten right now. But just kind of talk about the overall mindset of the team, the morale, and where you guys are headed the rest of the season.
I think we're fine, Tim. Of course, does it hurt to lose those last 2 ball games, conference games? Absolutely. And I think we are in a state of mourning because of those 2 games. But we've put those 2 games behind us. We will hit the field today. Today is a hard practice for us. Wednesday is a hard practice tomorrow for us. And it's going to be business as usual. We forgot about Texas Southern. We'll forget about A&M. Now our main focus is going to be on Alcorn. So the mindset of the team is we've got 7 football games left. We're taking them 1 game at a time, and we'll continue to do our very, very best to win the football games. And the thing that we'll do as coaches is continue to build them up, not let them get in their feelings, and go out and try to win us a football game this weekend.
The offensive line, is it still progressing, still trying to come together? I know Hanley last season had some pretty big ball games. Been having a hard time getting him going a little bit early in the year. Can you talk about that and maybe talk about the running game?
The offensive line, we've got lots of guys going in. We've got some freshmen that are starting right now, which we knew we would coming into this season. Growing pains. If I had to simplify it, that's what it is. It's growing pains with the young guys right now. The veteran guys, some of them are a little banged up, so we have to substitute on a regular basis just a little bit more. But, you know, we're trying. That's one of the things that we want to do. We pride ourselves on running the football, so we're trying to get our running game into tack so that Hanley and all the other backs, Willis, can get this thing going. One of the biggest keys with running the football would be if we could run the football, it takes the football out of the hand of a young quarterback. And instead of him having to make all the plays, we establish a great running game, and now it's secondary for the young quarterback. So it's a big emphasis for us still to establish the running game, and we're hoping that this week will be the game that we can get it going.
Saw a total of 3 quarterbacks. The other 2 came in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. Was that just to give them some experience,
yes,
or shake things up?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Marcus, you know, it wasn't that he didn't play well. Made a couple of mistakes here and there. But we've got 3 young quarterbacks that really don't have any SWAC hours, much to talk about. So we're trying to get those guys into the game so they can see game speed. And when they do get an opportunity, they're a little more prepared.
They all 3 moved the ball.
Yes, they did.
And there were some drop passes. a couple of times, but they all
Turnovers right now, Tim, are hurting us. And first and second down, we look at the third down stat, but it's actually the first and second down. We're not getting enough yards first and second down to get in makeable third downs. We're completing balls on third down, but it's not enough to convert from third to first. So we've got to do it better on first and second down so we have manageable third downs, and we'll watch our third down efficiency go up tremendously.
Are there any more questions for Coach or the players? Once again, we'd like to thank you for coming out and having lunch with us. Just a reminder, your UAPB soccer team will take on Alabama A&M in their home opener on Friday, October 2nd at a 3 p.m. start. And then we'll host Alabama State on Sunday, October 4th at a 1 p.m. start at Pumphrey Stadium. So come on out and cheer your Lady Lions on to victory. Also, go to Lion fans. Next home match for your UAPB volleyball team will be on Friday, October 9th against Mississippi Valley State and a 7 p.m. start at the H.O. Clemens Arena. So come on out and cheer your Lady Lions on to victory. Just a reminder, tickets are still available for Legends and Legacies, an evening with NFL stars to be held on Thursday, October 1st at the Clinton Presidential Center in Little Rock. For more information, contact the UAPB Office of Development at 870-575-8701. All right, let's give Miss Nikki a round of applause for letting us come out to RJ's today. When you think of good taste in Southern food and places to eat, think of RJ's Sports Grill. The lunch menu varies daily with fresh and chef-crafted meats, vegetables bursting with flavor. Dessert bars, landscape has cakes, old-fashioned bread pudding, cobblers, and sweet potato pie. Lunch is served Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., open every Sunday until 3 p.m. All right, once again, thank you for coming out and having lunch with us. Until we meet again, just keep those Twitter alerts and emails coming in, and have a wonderful Golden Lion Day.